Hello everybody and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. This is episode 2, so we're gonna just hop right into it. If you would though, before we get started, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course comment below. I do love to hear what you have to say. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Continue. My son switched controllers on me. He took my new controller and he gave me his crappy old one, so I'm hoping that it works fine. I will be getting it back, my other one. Alright. Okay, so here we are. This is the common room, and as you know, we're Team Hufflepuff. And here it is. For those of you who've never seen it, here we go. It's very pretty. Alright. Let's talk to everybody.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I'm not worried. I do have a lot to catch up. I do have a lot. I mean, honestly, I have a lot to catch up
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
You think you should have been a
Do
Ravenclaw?
you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
I do. Look, Lenora is a little full of herself, I think, personally. Alright. Talk to
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Arthur.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, he went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I think magical beasts are
I'm sorry
incredible.
to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had
Have
a
you
pet?
ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Alright.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Well, Arthur, there's no guarantee in that.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Alright, is your uncle
Are you
alright?
sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Okay, that's me. Let's go. Hello, Professor Weasley.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
I'll stick it in my armpit. Thanks.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Trying to.
Simply
Read it,
cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Alright, House Elf Recipe Book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes like pickled dirigible plums are likely an acquired taste. Okay. Open the field guide. Alright, this is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current challenge's progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select the field guide page. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at your tier. Each tier you complete, from appearance to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you've unlocked.
Clever.
Okay, just so
isn't
you know, I have OCD. So all these things have to be cleared. Okay. Done.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Okay, will do.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
All right. Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Select the Great Hall region. Okay. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own common room, and gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered. Okay. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including Astronomy Tower, Library, and Greenhouses. Library Annex. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Flue Hall Flames for you. Use this to rotate the map and fast travel to Central Hall Flue Flames. Alright. Travel. We're flue flaming it up.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Alright, let's go.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
That dragon is fantastic.
Always something happening here.
He's
It's
got
the
smoke
heart
coming
of
out
the
of his
hive.
nose.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I'd wager the Hufflepuff common room's the coziest.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
We don't really need to know about anything. We know what everything is. We're familiar with Hogsmeade. We're familiar with classes, so
Thank
you,
you, Professor Weasley.
we're good.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Nope, sorry.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks, Professor Weasley.
Good luck today. And
Thank
remember
you.
to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did. I didn't like to lie to her, but I did.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
That represents main quest. They'll further the story, unlock new features, grant XP. And the field guide map shows Professor Hecat's class in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I can get lost in this castle. I may need to use a charmed compass and the field guide to help me find my way. Okay. Got it. Some quests are locked by spell or level requirements. In these cases, you need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go to Charms. Track it.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
Yeah, we want.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Thanks.
Revelio.
Okay. And let's go. You want to see what the charmed compass looks like? It's this. There's a little gold.
Revelio. Revelio.
To go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get out.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Peeves is naughty. Alright, so here's our first puzzle. And I'm sure, look, this game's been out a hot minute, right? I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to solve the puzzle, but I will, you know, go through it as if you don't. Basically, you want to start at the top row, which is question mark number 1, which goes to this. The bottom row, bottom one is 2 question marks, which goes with that. Basically, you want to add the 3 numbers that are on the outside of the triangle to equal the inside. So 3 plus 0 plus what equals 5? We know that's 2. And we start counting. This is actually not a 1, it starts at 0. So 0, 1, 2. So it's that fella. So we'll go over here and pick him. The bottom one, we've got 4 plus the unicorn, which is 1, so that's 5. And then, so that would be 7, right? So it's going to be that octopus-looking squiddy thingy. That thing. And then you open. Voila. There you go. Jack-o'-lanterns. Scarf. Alright. So let's get into here. This is our gear. Let's check with gloves. I'm probably not going to wear... Oh, I couldn't wear it anyway. We're not high enough level. Cloaks and robes. We can change the appearance. We have this one, which... kind of dig this one. So we're going to go with that. That's fancy. And then... let's see. It's not really the color of our house. This kind of is, so... oh. Alright. We don't have any of this unlocked yet, so there we go. And quest, we already know. It's those 2. I now have unlocked the glasses. So that means we go here, we should have glasses, which we're not going to equip because we don't wear glasses. It doesn't have any kind of defense or offense, so we don't have to stress about that. And then this, unlock that. Okay, all clear. I'll try not to do that too often. I know that's a pain in the butt, but I do want to make sure we get all of the things. Alright, let's get to class. Let's learn some Accio.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Apparently I'm not that far behind. Go.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
He's very spunky. He's a little spunky.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, very good. Splendid! That's it! Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Lisa.
Why do I stand like that? I have bad posture. There we go. Oh, she coming in with a...
That is how it's done.
Okay, you coming in with a...
Accio!
I was trying to push her off.
Excellent. Good.
Watch this. Phew.
Oh, shoot, I left my finger off the button.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio!
Well done.
Yeah.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
We need to? We really need to? He says we do.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Very good. Watch this. Phew. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Accio!
Oh god, I can't see past the professor's head. Oh. His head was in my way. Sir, you're in the way.
Quite impressive. Be sharp.
She done pushed it around.
There we go.
That's it! Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thanks.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can.
A word, if you would.
Humans.
You
If
wanted
you're
to
so
speak with me,
inclined.
Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
It's locked. It's locked. I can't get in there. It's locked.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alrighty.
Revelio.
Mystical Sorcerer's Hat, A. It's got 3 defense, so equip it. We don't want to wear it, so we'll hide it. So we still get its stats, but we got some gloves too. There we go. Actually, we meant to do side quests are not available. Okay. Nope, we have to go down the stairs. Not up the stairs.
Revelio.
The skeleton of Irish Phoenix, or augury, an intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death.
Revelio.
Oh, is it this over here? I forgot to read it.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
Levioso.
It's good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should
Levioso!
be good form.
I know.
Protego! Stupid Protego. Okay, stage. Levioso!
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Hey, buddy.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I look very proud of myself.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat.
Racking up points
Glad
today.
to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Hecat.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
It was. Never used a wand in combat. I mean, I'll be honest, I have no reason to hide
I've dueled
that.
enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Okay. Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
It was
Look
luck.
for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
What you doing, Professor Hecat? I like... Oh, we leveled up too.
Revelio.
Something dingled. The Hebridean black skeleton. This large dragon skeleton that hangs in the defensive against the dark arts classroom is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hecat after she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poaching rings in eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. Right? Fair enough. I would like to get a picture with you, Professor. Can we? You and me? Okay. Settle down, sir. Looks like... Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's get this opened. It is opened. Sweet. Alright, so we're coming up on the end of the episode. Let's see if there's something I can do real quick.
Revelio.
Alright, I see that. Let's unlock it. Let's look for some secrets. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Okay.
That youngun's now a teacher herself.
Revelio.
Wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
This painting depicts a young orphan wizard, who famously saved his entire village from an army of Dementors and the dark wizard Rakazedian by conjuring a mouse Patronus. Heck yeah, with his mouse Patronus. Alright, so let's take a look at... what time is it? Just coming right at the 50-minute mark. How close are we to this? We're close. Let's just do this real quick before we end the episode. It's like you're going all the wrong way. Let's go. I'm a-coming.
Revelio.
Whee!
Oh my gosh, she scared me.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed us, did his contemptuous jar. So I took my revenge.
So she depicts the wizard, Lakin the Lanky, a tall, slender wizard who appears quite proud of himself. For precisely what? Nobody knows.
Revelio.
You can't do anything with that yet. I don't have the right spell. That much I know.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there. Accio. Levioso.
Alright, let's go talk to this gentle fellow.
Can I help you?
Yep.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Hell yeah.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Yeah, let's
Get
go.
me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
He's very excited.
We'll make you regret signing up.
You don't have to be mean about it. Jeez, we're just dueling to, you know, we're dueling.
Levioso.
Expulso!
Lumo.
Find the one!
I Lumosed again when I should have Protegoed.
Protego.
You're better than that,
Levioso.
Act like a winner! Levioso! Expulso! Give him what for!
Ringo.
Levioso.
Levioso!
Is that all you've got?
Expulso!
Accio.
Confringo.
Don't shy away now.
Levioso. Accio.
Descendo.
That's how we do it. That's how we roll.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought.
Thanks,
Hope to
little,
see you back
little
here
guy.
again.
Yeah, I hope so. Alright, so let's go to quests. So we gotta meet Professor Weasley, which we will do in the next episode. Let's clear out our stuff. Now we got some new gloves, right? Put those on. Those are better. These are the same. Doesn't matter then. Okay. We unlock this yet? Yep, add that. But we do not want to wear that. That looks horrid. Okay. Not sure I'm digging this. Hold on. Let's... What's that? Sheesh. I kind of like that. And then... That just looks ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna go with this. I like the traditional look. Let's clear this real quick. Okay. And what do we have left? This one. We found a few things. Nice. My goal here, just so you know too, is not to 100% this game. There's no way I'm going to find everything. Yeah, level 4. We're not going to find everything. I will try my best to find stuff. But I'm certainly not. I'm not here to 100% this game. I'm here to complete the story. That is my goal. So, am I going to find every secret? No. Am I going to complete every puzzle? Probably not. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So as long as we all understand, I'm not really good at puzzles either, so that's going to be a struggle with doing some of these levels. But yeah, but I did want to set that expectation that I'm not trying to 100% it. I'm not trying to find every little thing. My goal is to complete the story of the game. So, but anyway, this is where we are going to stop. So let me just quickly save it. Save it right here. There we go. Alright, and this is where we'll pick up. So we have to go meet Professor Weasley, which should, I think we have to do a couple side assignments, and then we go to Hogsmeade, I think, or I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played, and I didn't get very far in the game, but I think that's what I remember. But yeah, so I certainly appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to spend it with me. I'm doing my best to keep the videos under an hour. That's what everybody wanted. Majority 45 minutes to an hour. As you can see, we don't get a lot of game time in when the videos are this short. But yeah, I mean, so we'll probably have a lot of episodes to complete this game if we're doing an hour increments. But needless to say, we did pretty good today. We learned 2 new spells, which is nice. Professor Hecat is my favorite so far, though Professor Ronan was pretty funny, so I did enjoy his sense of humor. But anyway, again, thank you for taking time of your day to spend it with me. Always appreciate it. I know I said it, I'll always say it, and I'll say it again and again. And of course, like, subscribe, comment, and we do have a Discord, links in the description. Please feel free to join. We're growing a tree right now in our Discord. It's part of our game section, and in Mushy Forest, really, we're growing a tree. If you want to join Discord to help us grow that tree, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.